Hey pretty girls! So it's been gorgeous weather outside, beautiful, almost summer-like weather. I have been wearing shorts, it's crazy. So in the spirit of the lovely weather outside, I wanted to kind of walk you through some of my favorite products for spring. I have really trendy items, I have new products that are out that I've been loving, I have old staples that I have to have every time the weather turns warm, I have nail polishes, I have perfumes, I have hair products, and all these different things that I have been absolutely loving. So let's just get into it because I have a lot. So first, let's talk about the fact that with spring comes heat and humidity. With heat and humidity comes an oil slick on my face, as it happens every single year without fail. So I've been testing out a ton of different products lately, a ton of different foundations and primers and mattifiers and all these different things, and I've come back to a couple of products that I've been loving. First thing that I've been loving is the Neostrata Oil-Free Mattifying Fluid. This has been fantastic. I have talked about it in a previous favorites video probably like a year ago. I kind of been using it and then I stopped using it and kind of rediscovered it. It instantly mattifies your skin, and my skin is extremely oily, so this works really well. And it also doesn't cake up with your makeup, which I find is really annoying and aggravating, as long as you kind of pat it onto your skin and not like smear it on. Another product I was actually really surprised to like kind of goes into the whole BB cream realm, and I was really hesitant at first because it's sort of like an all-in-one product. So they have ones with, you know, a primer, and it's moisturizing and sunscreen, and it smooths out complexions and has a little bit of foundation in it, so it's almost like a tinted moisturizer with an oomph in it, a little X factor, you know. As soon as a product says anything about being a tinted moisturizer, I immediately back away because typically those are a little too moisturizing for me and I need something that's very mattifying for my skin. But I wanted to try it, so I tried out the Garnier Skin Renew Miracle Skin Perfector BB cream. It's in light to medium. I like to use this particularly when I'm going to the gym and I don't want to throw on a full face of makeup, but I don't want to look like a bum that just rolled out of bed either. So this kind of just smooths out my skin tone. It doesn't cover any sort of acne scarring or acne spots or anything like that, but it kind of tones them down a little bit so they're not so blaring red. It doesn't break me out, which is great. It is very moisturizing though. Well, not very moisturizing, but it's really moisturizing for my skin, and I have really oily skin. So buy this with caution if you have extremely oily skin. It still works really great. Just make sure that you have a mattifier or powder or something on hand to kind of do any quick touch-ups throughout the day. I have a ton of favorite lip products for spring that I've been loving, in keeping with the whole trend with the really, really bright lip, which seems to be in full force for spring, which I'm really excited about. I really, really love it. I mean, it's a little bit much for every day, but it is tone downable. That is not a word. You know what I'm saying. But there's definitely a couple of colors that I've been absolutely loving. One of them is the Urban Decay Super Saturated High Gloss Lip Color, and this is in Punch Drunk, which is possibly the weirdest name I have ever heard, but whatever. But this color is the prettiest, sort of a tangerine color, which is huge for spring right now. The Pantone, I think it's called Tangerine Tango. That's probably my favorite color ever, so I was so excited to see that. It's kind of really big for spring, and it just looks incredible on the lips. It's got great color payoff, and it's such a pretty color. I don't know why I repeated myself there. The next product color that I want to talk about is this gorgeous sort of neon fuchsia pink color that I've been loving, and I've worn it in a couple of videos before, and it's definitely coming back for spring, pulling it out and putting it in my purse because I love it, and is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this is an Addis Ababa. It's the weirdest name. I have the weirdest orange Punch Drunk, and then I have Addis Ababa. I don't know what's going on. It is very, very saturated, just as an FYI, and it has sort of a sponge tip applicator, which makes it a little bit difficult to get that perfect line around the lips, but with practice it does get easier. If you're looking for more a subdued color in that same sort of field of colors, that doesn't make any sense. What is a field of colors? Color range, but you want more subdued color. One that I recommend is the Annabelle Big Show, and this is their Lip Shine in Flirt, and it's this fuchsia shade with a lot of shimmer in it, but it's a very subdued color. I have it on my lips right now. It does not go over the top. It just gives your lips a little bit of a burst of color, sort of a fruity color. It's really, really pretty. does not smell good at all. It's very moisturizing and it's cheap and it's a pretty color, so I really like it. And if we're going with a really bright lip, there is nothing worse than a bright lip with really dry, cracked lips. Oh, that's so awful. The product that I recommend to keep those lips very moisturized, sorry about that, is the Maybelline Baby Lips, and I know this has been out for a while, but this I'm just in love with. It's the blue one. I don't think they have names, but yeah, it's the blue one. It doesn't have any color in it. I have it in my purse at all times just for quick touch-ups. It's very moisturizing. Oh my gosh, so many emails. It's a nice smell. I can't pinpoint what the smell is, but it smells really nice, so highly recommend that. Now, if you haven't already noticed or made a comment on it, I am very pale. I get it. I know. I'm like a ghost. And I embrace my paleness and I love it, but for spring and summer, I like to have a very subtle glow. I don't roast out in the sun because it's bad for my skin. It's going to cause wrinkles and I'm going to look like a lobster, and that's not attractive at all. So I tend to gear towards the tanning lotions and the bronzers. And I've tried a bunch of different bronzers and none of them really fit my skin tone because I am so pale. So the one that I've been really enjoying is the NYC matte bronzer, and this is in 720C or Sunny. This is a great color for me. It gives me a little bit of a glow, but it doesn't look over the top or really orange on my skin. So if you're already really dark toned, this probably isn't the color for you, but if you're really pale like me and you're looking for something to just give you a soft glow, then I highly recommend this, and it's really cheap, which is awesome. For nail polishes, I have 3 that I have been reaching for a lot over the last month or so, and I have a feeling I'm going to continue to reach for it for the rest of the spring and probably into the summer as well. And I have a couple of them. So the first one is by L'Oreal, and this is L'Orange, and I've worn this in a couple of videos and I always get compliments on it, and I've worn it out and I get compliments on it, which never happens, like ever. And it's just such a pretty, really deep orange tone that almost looks red. It doesn't look neon, and it's very rich. The brush I absolutely love. I hardly have any sort of touch-ups to make on my nails with this, and I'm going to be looking out for more of these L'Oreal colors because the brush and the pigment is amazing in this one, so I'm going to be checking out. If you have any recommendations, if you have more from this line, please let me know because I would love to go out and get some more of these because they're awesome. Another product that I just picked up recently and I have been loving it because you guys know I have been looking out for a mint color and I didn't want to spend like $20 on a nail polish, so I went to Walmart and I picked up the Revlon Top Speed Fast Dry Nail Enamel, and this is in Jaded. Now the color is beautiful. I have it on my nails right now and I love it. It's so pretty. The problem I have with this is that it has great color payoff if you do 2 coats, but it's very finicky nail polish. Like, you have to take your time with it because otherwise you're going to get sort of like grid lines on it almost, you know what I mean? Like, the brush isn't the greatest of qualities, so just as a fair warning, if you're a pro at nail polish, then I highly recommend this. If you're new to nail polish and you're looking for something that's really easy, you know, 1 or 2 coats and you're done and you don't have to do any sort of touch-ups and stuff like that, then I would probably recommend going to like an Essie or an OPI or something like that, or maybe L'Oreal comes out with one. I don't even know. I have not seen one. But I do love the color on this. And then the last one is not very spring, I know, but I've been reaching for it a lot for the spring. I don't know why, but I've just been loving it. And it's the Essie in Aruba Blue. And I don't know what it is about spring and blue for me, even like a dark blue. Like, this to me seems very wintry, but I've been reaching for it a lot lately. It looks gorgeous on the nails, sort of like a cream or a blush tone dress or something like that. Like, I think that would be so pretty, and it just gives that sort of pop of color that sort of a more neutral outfit needs. For hair products, I only have one that I want to talk about, and that is, oh, just knocked over all my products. Well done, Rachel. Not a plant and garden sprayer, because that would be weird. This is actually a homemade beach spray mist that I made that was very chubby. I have a whole video on it if you guys want to check it out and make one for yourself as well. It's really easy to do. It gives it that sort of textured, piecey kind of a wave look. I have it in my hair right now and I Love it for spring, and I know a ton of stores sell them as well if you're not looking to make one yourself, but if you're looking for doing something sort of DIY, then I recommend this one for sure. And last but not least, I have two perfume favorites. This first one is a sample that I just got and I've been loving it, so I'm going to definitely go out and get it once this one runs out. And it is the Omnia Coral by Bulgari, and it's this beautiful sort of feminine, floral, sort of fruity scent, and I'm so obsessed with those scents regardless of the season, but especially for spring, this is a definite must. I just love it. It's so pretty for spring, as I just said. Like, okay, that's enough. And the next one that's my favorite is by Roberta Cavalli, and it's the Just Cavalli for Her. It looks like this, and it is, oh my gosh, this is like my signature scent. I wear this all the time. It is my favorite. It has sort of undertones of vanilla in it. It's a little bit musky, but not too much, and it's so soft and feminine and beautiful scent. I love it. So if you ever have a chance to go and check this out, I highly recommend it. My phone, that's enough. Turning you off. And those are all of my my favorite products for spring. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite products are, what products you've been gravitating towards lately, or leave me a video response with your spring essentials video. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Love you girls. Mwah.